Have you ever felt that flutter in your stomach? That unmistakable mix of excitement and anxiety when you're waiting for a message that could change your day? It's that moment when your heart beats a little faster and you can't help but wonder what's coming next. Maybe you're waiting for a text from someone you really like, hoping for a reply that never seems to arrive. Each minute feels longer than the last, and you keep glancing at your phone, searching for any sign of a notification. The silence stretches on, and your inbox stays empty. You start to feel a little more uneasy, wondering if you missed something or if you're just overthinking it all. You start to wonder, did I say something wrong? Are they not interested? That little voice of doubt grows louder, echoing in your mind and making you second-guess every move. It's a feeling so many of us know in dating today. A gnawing uncertainty that makes you question yourself, even when your friends tell you not to worry. You meet someone, there's a spark, and for a moment, everything feels possible. But then the silence between messages feels endless, and you start to doubt if that spark was real. You reread their last text, searching for hidden meanings, feeling anxiety tighten in your chest. Every word, every emoji, suddenly seems loaded with significance. We've all been there, analyzing every word, every emoji, replaying conversations in our minds, trying to figure out what went wrong or what we could have done differently. You might even check their social media, looking for clues, feeling exhausted by the constant high alert. The cycle of hope and disappointment can be draining, leaving you feeling more alone than before. And when we feel this way, we often blame ourselves, thinking we're too needy or broken, convinced that we're the problem. But what if this feeling isn't just about you? What if the game itself has changed, and we're all just trying to find our way through a world where connection feels more complicated than ever? Let's talk about anxious attachment. It's a term that gets thrown around a lot, but what does it really mean, and why does it matter so much in our relationships and daily lives? At its core, anxious attachment is about how we connect with others, especially those closest to us. But where does it come from? As kids, if our caregivers were consistent and emotionally available, we learned the world is safe and we're worthy of love. This is called secure attachment. We felt seen, heard, and valued. But if care was unpredictable or inconsistent, we learned to work harder for attention, becoming hyper-aware of others' moods and reactions, always scanning for signs of approval or rejection. That's anxious attachment, a deep, sometimes overwhelming desire for connection, paired with a constant fear it could vanish at any moment. It's like living on an emotional roller coaster. As adults, this shows up as craving reassurance, worrying about a partner's feelings, and being sensitive to even small signs of distance or withdrawal. We might overthink texts, conversations, or even silences. A delayed text or a missed call can feel like rejection, instantly triggering old fears and insecurities that we may not even realize we're carrying. But wanting closeness isn't being needy. It's about valuing connection deeply and wanting to feel safe and loved with those who matter most. This pattern isn't a flaw or something broken in you. It's a way you learned to get the love and care you needed when you were young. It's a survival strategy, not a personal failing. It's part of your story, but it doesn't have to define your future. With awareness and compassion, you can start to write a new chapter for yourself. Understanding this is the first step to changing how you relate, to yourself and to others. Healing is possible, and it starts with knowing you're not alone. Here's the truth. Having an anxious attachment style isn't the real problem in your dating life. Your desire for connection and reassurance is not a flaw. We've been told to fix ourselves, but that's looking at it the wrong way. Your attachment system is like an alarm. It alerts you when a connection feels threatened. In a stable, communicative relationship, that alarm stays quiet. If your alarm is always going off, maybe it's not broken. Maybe it's detecting a real problem. The anxiety you feel is a normal response to uncertainty and inconsistency in modern dating. Your feelings are signals, not flaws. Instead of blaming yourself, start listening to what your feelings are telling you. So what's fueling all this anxiety? Modern dating behaviors. Dating apps promise endless options, but often deliver endless uncertainty and shallow connections. People disappear without a trace, making you feel replaceable. Mixed signals, when words and actions don't match, leave you guessing and anxious. Hot and cold behavior puts you on an emotional roller coaster. And then there's ghosting. Someone vanishes without explanation, leaving you with no closure. All these behaviors create an environment that feels fundamentally insecure. It's not a safe place to build trust or intimacy. So when you feel anxious, it's not all in your head. It's a sane reaction to a confusing system. Your anxiety is a sign you're paying attention. So, what can you do when dating feels overwhelming or uncertain? While you can't change the entire dating culture overnight, you do have the power to change how you move through it and how you respond to the challenges it brings. Start by validating your feelings. Remind yourself that your emotions are real and important. Don't label yourself as needy or too much. Your needs are valid, and it's okay to want reassurance and connection. Get curious about what triggered your anxiety. Was it a delayed text, a vague answer, or a change in plans? Understanding your triggers helps you respond thoughtfully, rather than react impulsively. Build your own sense of security. Invest time and energy in friends, hobbies, and passions. When you nurture your own interests, your happiness becomes less dependent on someone else's attention or approval. Become your own secure base. Practice self-care, set boundaries, and remind yourself that you are enough, just as you are. When dating, prioritize clear communication. Be honest about your feelings and intentions, and don't be afraid to express what you need from a partner. You have the right to ask for what you need, whether it's more consistency, reassurance, or simply clarity about where things are going. If inconsistency makes you anxious, say so. Let your partner know how certain behaviors affect you, and see how they respond. The right person will appreciate your honesty and want to support your emotional well-being, not dismiss it. Someone who dismisses your needs or makes you feel small isn't right for you, no matter how much you want things to work. Remember, you are worthy of a love that feels safe, clear, and supportive. You deserve to feel secure in your relationships. The goal isn't to stop feeling anxious altogether, but to choose partners and situations that don't make you more anxious, and to honor your own needs along the way. Trust your feelings. They're your greatest guide, helping you find the relationships and experiences that truly nourish you.